I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California.
And you got us up here, and I appreciate that. And give us a quick rundown in 2 minutes of what the best things to see and what there is to do in Ferndale.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're never going to see another place like this. It is the whole town, the whole Main Street is on the National Register of Historic Places.
Which is amazing. The most Victorian buildings.
It is. And we all take really good care of our buildings and our grounds and the
we're
architecture.
in front of your house here.
This is our house and a little Airbnb that we have. It's a great little place to come and just chill out.
Well, come show me around.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm excited to be in Ferndale, and we're talking to Caroline Tutus. And Caroline, tell me your title again.
I am on the board of directors of the Ferndale Chamber.
You're the board of directors of Ferndale Chamber, and you also own a local publication.
Yeah, I own the Ferndale Enterprise Souvenir Edition, which is a visitor's guide that is all over Ferndale and all over other outlets in the county that tells everything about Ferndale. Great place to just come and just zen out and relax. We have world-class hiking that's literally just steps away. We have live entertainment. We have great restaurants. We are in the heart of the Redwoods. State Park is right to the left of us. National Park is to the north of us.
And the ocean.
And the ocean is just 5 miles. So it's a great place. You can come and stay at one of our lodging establishments, park the car if you want, and never get back in it. There's so much to see and do just walking around this place.
Yeah, I can tell that already. And there's a lot of bustling businesses here. Tell me about a few of the businesses real quick.
Well, we've got great little shops on Main Street, of course, gift shops, etc. Lots of artists. We've got a great coffee shop that has kayak making and canoe making.
Kayak making.
In the coffee shop, you can sign up for one of Mark Daniels' classes and make a canoe. Every business has something different to offer. So it's like the last original outdoor mall.
Okay.
We somehow just keep going thanks to all the locals, thanks to the visitors. Yeah, there's something to do for everyone.
And you do weddings here at your Airbnb. Are there other wedding venues that people enjoy using?
Absolutely. We do little small micro weddings, but there are some great barns. We have 2 barns in Ferndale that do larger weddings. The church I just told you about does weddings. So yeah, a lot of people come to Ferndale. It's a storybook town and for a storybook wedding. We're at the end of the historic Main Street, so you can park your car and walk to everything. It's a great little place to come and just chill out.
So Caroline, show me this incredible property.
Oh, well, this is our atrium that we love to see our Airbnb visitors come and
What's
sit
this
in.
over here?
This is our silo bar. This is an old silo that we got from a dairy. And in the summers, we have a little bar here, and for micro weddings, that's where people come up and belly up to the silo bar.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
kind of a nod to the dairy history in Ferndale.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And then what's this little building?
This is a little restroom, and that 1875 marquee up there is from the filming of The Majestic with Jim Carrey.
You got to be kidding me.
No, we had the bank next door was turned into town hall, and we salvaged that from the movie set. Back in 2001, I think.
Oh my
and so,
gosh.
yeah, the 1875, the property here was built in about 1883, so it's kind of fun to have that up there. We have, like I said, the atrium, which gets really warm and sunny, and another little sitting area for guests. And this is Francis Creek that runs along here.
So there's a creek right here.
There's a creek, and this runs all through town. So it's wonderful to just go over and look at it and listen to the running water.
You got a beautiful swing there.
Yeah, beautiful swing, lots of birds, wildlife, deer. So it's a little sanctuary in the middle of Ferndale.
So Caroline, show me this incredible atrium.
Well, thank you. It's built out of old windows, old recycled windows.
Old windows.
Yep, there's some leaded ones in the front there and other ones we found at estate sales and garage sales. And it's just a lovely place to come in and talk to the houseplants if you want, and sit by the creek and have a glass of wine or a cup of tea. So it's our little zen place.
Are you the artist? Are you the visionary for this?
This is kind of my fun stress relief kind of hobby. So yeah, I really love just making people feel very comfortable and welcome. We have an amazing holiday a whole string of holiday activities. We have a lighted tractor parade on the third Sunday of December, which is incredible. All the farmers come in and light up their trailers and tractors. We have a huge tractor parade party in the front of our house. Wow. So we're busy all year round.
Yeah. And name some of the other events. I know there's a kinetic sculpture.
Oh my goodness, kinetic sculpture race. June 3rd is our annual pet parade. Anybody has a pet? If not, get a banana slug,
Jack
do something,
appropriately.
get Jack dressed up. We have a beautiful pet parade with all the kids pulling their pets and walking their dogs, riding their horses.
So how do people book time here?
They literally go on Airbnb.
So it's Airbnb.
And there's probably about 20 properties in Ferndale, and you can see pictures, and So yeah, very easy to do.
So when you have time, you have got to come up and check out Ferndale.
I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California.
So let's take a quick break and check out my Best of California featured getaway.
I'm so excited. We're here in Camario. This is beautiful. And I'm with Juliana Garcia, the president of Visit Camario, and we're at the Camario Premium Outlet Malls. This is huge. How many stores are here?
We actually have 160 stores, brand names, amazing prices, something for the entire family. You'll find it right here.
Wow, and this is, I mean, it just goes on, and it's close to everything.
Yeah, it's the proximity right off the 101, so you can, stop in, stay at our hotels, shop some more.
I'm gonna finally get a new shirt.
Yes.
So the other thing is that you have a plane history museum here. Tell me about that.
Yes, we actually are home to the Commemorative Air Force SoCal Wing, which is a very special and unique museum. It houses, they actually restore World War II aircraft, so military aircraft, and they fly. So you can actually take a ride in those aircraft.
Anybody can.
Anybody can.
Wow.
Great prices. They are so unique, rare planes that you don't really get to see everywhere.
Yeah, and the name Camario comes from a person, as with most cities.
Yes.
Tell me about the ranch.
Yeah, so Camario was founded by Adolfo Camario and his family. They were ranchers, entrepreneurs, and they really developed the city. And along with all the city founders, they were really responsible for getting Camario to where it's at now. And their legacy lives on.
So lots to do here in Camario. Outlet Mall, great deals. I love the Air Force Museum. There's also this incredible ranch. I didn't know any of this existed. Visit Camario. You gotta stop as you're sailing down the 101. First stop outside of the grade, coming down. Last stop before you get into LA. Camario, check it out.
I am so excited to be with the owner of the Victorian Inn we're staying in, Lowell Daniels. And Lowell, your place is unbelievable.
Thank you very, very much. We're proud of it.
Yeah, and the building. I mean, can you tell me a little bit about the history of the building and all?
Yeah, it was built in 1890, so it's 133 years old right now. And it was built as a bank, Russ Williams Bank. And it lasted that way until about 1936. And then the bank...
Famous Depression era.
Yeah, well, they didn't quit.
Okay.
The bank moved to Eureka.
Okay.
And they consolidated it. And in this building started into a change of different uses and apartments. There used to be 33 rooms upstairs. Now there's 12. Because in those old days, people didn't need as much room. So the walls have been expanded and new modern stuff put in, modern bathrooms and things like that.
And when did you take over? When did you?
23 years ago.
Wow.
We bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife and I.
And what's your favorite part about being an innkeeper?
Probably the people that we get to meet and the friends. We have friends that have come to stay with us, and then we've traveled all over the world with these people.
Really?
And on a daily basis, we meet people from all over, like you. We meet people all over the world.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's walk over and take a look at it. Let's go this way. Show me this place, Lowell. This is incredible.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Thank you. So, Lowell, this is the restaurant part of the hotel.
Right. This is our main dining room. We have another smaller events room and then a
events
big
room,
banquet
okay.
room that we use also.
Yeah.
But this is our daily dining room.
Yeah, this is beautiful. And so, I mean, I got to ask, this was a bank. What part of the bank was this?
This was it.
This is the bank.
Yeah, and there was a wall here.
Yeah.
This was the newspaper office, the Ferndale Enterprise, which is still going now, 144 years later.
That's Caroline
That
owned that
that's
business,
right.
and now she's the souvenir.
But she never had her office here.
Okay, this is a long time ago.
And then the center part where the bar is
Yeah.
was a millinery store, ladies' hats.
Wow.
And then where the jewelry store is, our lobby, it was a haberdashery for men
Oh my
in the
gosh.
beginning. And
Oh
then
my
upstairs was doctors and
Okay.
CPAs and stuff like that.
Wow, and every room, I assume, has a bathroom. Did they have Did they all have bathrooms? Did that?
No,
have to
they
get
didn't.
constructed?
Those are all new.
Wow.
There were some up there.
New like 1940 new or 1950
No,
new?
probably the major renovation took place in the late 70s, early 80s. So it's all modern upstairs, but it doesn't look it.
Well, let's go and look at the bar.
Okay.
So Lowell, this is your bar. This is unbelievable.
It's the VI Tavern.
And it's the VI Tavern. So do you have is it a bigger group that comes for food? And what's the difference between coming for food and spending the night?
Well, the VI restaurant is standalone restaurant.
Right.
Locals we own both of them, but it is a separate business from the inn.
Interesting.
But it doesn't look like it.
Right.
And our inn guests, people that stay with us and here and in our other inn across the street, they find it very handy and very good to have dinner here.
That's right.
But then the local people and guests from other inns come here for dinner in the evenings also.
And we had dinner last night, and I had
Was it
the
any
clam
good?
chowder was wonderful, Caesar salad, and I believe my companion had the chicken, and she loved it. She
Yep,
loved
and the pan roasted
the
chicken.
pan roasted chicken.
Yeah.
Any specialties at all here? Or?
Yeah, well, we one of our big ones is paella.
Oh.
We have we call it a Portuguese paella because it's a Portuguese.
Now
town.
tell me a little bit about your Portuguese heritage. And I read something about you, and tell me a little
Well,
bit about that.
about half the town are immigrants or descendants from Azorean Portuguese people.
Is that a fishing connection? 'Cause
No,
this
it's
is
an
a
island.
dairy.
It's an island group of 9 islands, like the Hawaiian Islands, but they're in the Atlantic, and
Okay.
they belong to Portugal. My family came from there.
Okay.
My family came from the island of Faial, but most of the people in Ferndale are from Terceira. And so there's a lot of history and
This
a
is
lot
beginning to
of
sound
culture. A lot of culture.
Italians versus Sicilian versus.
Well, here it's Portuguese versus Danish.
That's the two ethnic groups.
Those are the two.
And when an ethnic group congregates in an area, is it usually the trade? Is it family? Somebody starts and the rest of them move there? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Somebody comes and the Portuguese people came here and were originally working on the dairies back in the 1800s.
Okay.
Working on the dairies, working for the other people that were here.
Okay.
And then as they're industrious, and as they ended up owning the dairies.
I'd say they're industrious. You have 3 businesses going here.
Yeah,
And horse and donkey racing to boot. We're going to get into that.
Not donkey races, they're mules.
Milk. Oh my God. Oh my gosh! Look what I did.
It's okay, it's normal.
That's great. That's great. And so they as they started buying land, and as they
They ended up owning the ranches and the dairies, and created this community.
Wow. And you came from Sutter Creek, right?
Yeah, when we moved here, I was in Sutter Creek for, I don't know, maybe 35 years before.
Wow.
And I was on the highway patrol over there, and had a jewelry store.
Wow.
So whether
Wait a minute. You were a highway patrolman and you had a jewelry store.
and I was a general contractor.
Oh my
I'm a workaholic.
Now you're innkeeper,
restaurateur,
and bon vivant.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, Yeah.
Off I go again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
so great.
Yep.
Well, let's walk into the store.
You bet.
Speaking of all the enterprises,
Okay.
so now this is the front desk of the inn.
Yep. Front desk and lobby area.
And who's this lovely lady?
This is Darian.
Could you say hello?
Meet you. Hello.
Darian was our nice hostess when we came in, and so I'm in the lobby of your inn, but there's all this jewelry in here. What's that all?
Well, we have the most unusual lobby of any hotel I've ever seen.
It's awesome.
Like I said, I was a jeweler in Sutter Creek, Emmett County, and when we moved here, we bought the inn not to be innkeepers.
Okay.
As a home for our jewelry store, moving it from Sutter Creek. Then we evolved into becoming innkeepers and fell in love with that.
And there's a little bit, it sounds to me like when you're in a small town, diversification's a little important.
Well, it all works together. It seems
that's
it
what I
seems to
mean.
work for us. You know, it's a little bit of everything. What would I do with the lobby if I didn't have this? I'd have couches and things around, which might be nice, but
No, this is great.
I wouldn't make any money off of it.
And I would think you have weddings and you have those types of things, they can just buy their wedding ring right now.
Come right on in.
That's great. Well, I mean, this is incredible, Lowell. And so I just got to tick this off. So Lowell Daniels, and the title would be Innkeeper, Jewelry, Gemologist, Saloon Keeper, Mule Racer. What am I leaving out?
I don't know.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
very
time.
much for being here. I hope you enjoy Ferndale.
We're loving it.
It's a special little place.
But you're a special landmark here.
Well, everybody in town is.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own story.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California.
So let's take a quick break and check out my Best of California featured getaway. I'm so excited we're visiting the best campgrounds in California, and that we're at the Temecula KOA Vail Lake Resort. I'm here with Clint Bell, and Clint, this is a paradise.
It really is, and it's got everything that you want for camping, for staying, for playing. We're really an outdoor sports mecca. We've got great trails, we've got a lake. We sit on over 700 acres. We're really a unique spot in San Diego and Temecula's backcountry. Here, we're actually home to Vailocity, our mountain bike park with over 33 miles of trails in the surrounding hills. Everything from mild to wild, everything from that family ride all the way out to those great big airs and jumps that you see out on some of those more extreme shows. So it's a really, really cool spot.
And I'm a water guy, and you have a lake, obviously. So there's stand-up paddle boarding. What else?
That's right. We've got Vail Lake, and right now the lake level is a little bit low. As you know, we've been in a little bit of a drought here in Southern California. So right now, shoreline fishing is available, but as that lake water comes up with some of these more recent rains, we're going to find a lot more folks out there on stand-up paddle boards, human-powered craft and the like.
And you can come here. You don't need to have an RV or a tent. You actually have cabins here.
That's correct. Yeah. So we're a full service campground. So we've got RV sites if that's how you travel. We've got tent spaces if that's how you'd like to rough it out underneath the shade of the oak trees. And we've also got our brand new deluxe cabin. So for those of us that like that glamping idea, that's a great way to go about it.
And you can get pretty much anywhere from here.
Yeah, we're pretty centrally located, whether you're going south down to San Diego, north into Los Angeles, west out to the beach and the coastal communities, really is a great jumping off point. And like you said, we've got a bar, we've got a cafe restaurant on site, we've got a little bit of just about everything. So for those campers that didn't have that Boy Scout upbringing, that are not always prepared, we're sure to have everything ready to go for you right here on property.
Check out this incredible place, Temecula KOA Vail Lake Resort. Pat Pattison, talk to you soon. I am so excited. We're in Ferndale, and I have found the most incredible coffee shop. It's the Mind's Eye, and I'm here with Mark and Leah Daniels. And Mark, this is incredible. Everybody so far has said you've got to go to the Mind's Eye. Why is that?
Well, first, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, why would you come to Mind's Eye? Well, it's a good place to gather. It's a good place to be creative, have a good cup of coffee. We hear the best cup in Humboldt County, but you know,
I'm voting.
We love hearing that.
Yeah. And Leah, tell me a little bit about how this all got started for the family.
Oh boy. Well, we wanted to create a place where people can come and create and
So
be
community is a
inspired.
big deal.
and be safe.
Oh, great. Okay. Now, what do you mean by that? Tell me that.
Be who you are,
I love that.
but be good.
So authentic and good and safe. I love that. So, and part of the thing I've noticed about Ferndale is everybody pretty much knows everybody, right?
It is a small town,
Yeah.
and a lot of the families have been here for generations. And everybody's watching out for each other, taking care of each other.
That's so great.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, so everybody knows everybody, but I didn't realize everybody's related to everybody. So we are doing an interview with Lowell Daniels over at the Victorian Inn, and I say, I'm going to go interview this incredible guy over at the Mind's Eye Coffee Shop, and he says, "Oh, that's my son." So you're Lowell's son.
That's right. and you asked about, whose art is this on the show on the wall? So, that's our
daughter.
Sylvia.
That's so incredible. So
it is
Ferndale
sort of
is
like
a
that.
family enterprise.
Right.
And so, Mark, one of the incredible things that I found out about your place is not only is this a coffee shop, but Leah, what else gets done here? I see something out in the back up on the wall there. What is that?
Where?
Up there. What is that?
He's looking at the kayaks.
Oh, the kayak.
Why is there a
Yes,
kayak
yes.
here?
Well, because coffees and kayaks, why not?
So here's the secret. In the back of this place is what, Mark?
Well, when you walk into the coffee lounge, this place here, there's a wall of windows at the back, and you're looking into my workshop, and there's boats everywhere.
Okay, we go check that out. Let's all walk into the workshop. So, Mark, this workshop of yours in the back of your Mind's Eye Coffee Shop, you and Leah, tell me what's going on here.
Well, we teach classes back here, and the idea with Mind's Eye in the beginning, it was kind of a brainstorm that came to me years ago walking a beach in Alaska, is that I wanted to get a variety of artists and artisans together under one roof because we could be greater creatively than the sum of our parts.
Okay.
And so that was what brought this whole idea to me. And then, my thing is the boat building, and I'm surrounded by other, ceramic artists, metals artists, and we can all, we can create more beautiful things, better things together than we can.
It takes a village.
It does. It takes a village. And so we created that, and we sort of cross-pollinate. That's sort of the idea.
Okay.
And a lot of ideas. It's more than just making things, though. We get together, we share ideas, and check in on each other to make sure everybody's well.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
And for a long time, we didn't have the coffee lounge.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And we sort of have this belief that you create the world you want to live in.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a coffee house. I wanted just the right kind of coffee house.
Wow.
So we made it up front here.
That's incredible.
So,
And so a little bit about the crafts, because what you're reproducing, tell me the Alaska connection. This is best of California, but we're going to talk about Alaska.
well, it started in California.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing some hang gliding and kayaking back in my youth, in my 20s. And in a small museum there, I found an Alaskan sea kayak from King Island, Alaska. And I just I needed to paddle it.
It had to be a past life thing. or
It's something like that. Yeah, I've tried to understand it. I don't know, but it was an instant longing to feel that in the water.
So Mark Daniels, thank you so much for keeping this incredible craft alive and all the work you're doing. We're going to show your charity on the screen and the
Great.
information. What can people do to help support it?
Well, let's see.
Donate, I'm sure.
Donate would work. Yeah, it is a nonprofit.
Yeah.
We are a dream maker project of the Ink People Center for the Arts.
Okay.
Great organization
Right.
up in Eureka.
Great.
And we do have a link on I think it's our Facebook page.
Great.
Make access. Yep.
Wonderful.
Apprenticeships.
Wonderful.
And they can look it up that way and come visit us.
Come to Ferndale, come to the Mind's Eye Coffee Shop, come check out the kayaks with Leah and Mark. And hi, it's Pat Pattison. Are you ready for a more creative and fulfilling second act? I know I was. So I wrote a book about it, Creating U-Turn, 9 Steps to Your New Creative Life and Career. It outlines my journey of leaving corporate America at age 55 to become a TV host, actor, and a senior model.
It's an easy to follow plan that can get you where you want to go. Creative U-Turn. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Balboa Press, and other places. Or go to my website, patpattison.net, and sign up for our free monthly workshops based on the book. So join me. Make your creative U-turn now.
Order your book today and join Pat Pattison by registering at patpattison.net for his free monthly workshop.
Go check that out. Let's all walk into the workshop. She's so used to the kayak, she didn't even see it. I'm like, what? Well, yeah, it's a kayak, of course. Oh, and you have a cat.
We have yeah, that's Jack. We don't own him, but he lives here.
Jack lives here.
Yeah.